Josh is on deck. Michael in the hole. Dustin Worker, you are 4 out. And that's a good lift. Right next to your safety, I'll be right there. Let's go, man.
Yes!
Nice job, fellas. 3 years old, come out here killing it. That's awesome.
Alright guys, it's March 1st, and this is the March prep update, and so I thought I'd do it on time this time, because lately I've been doing the videos later in the month, so I decided I better get this thing going before something happens that will make me late again. So here it is, March. I'm 4 weeks out from my meet. It's March 30th, Saturday, and so I'm going to start out here. I'm going to talk about my my injury that I explained in my last video, what happened to me, and I'm going to explain exactly what got injured here and how I injured it, because I got some comments on it stating that I might have just got a back spasm, but that's not what happened. I actually strained my muscle in the back on the left side when my dog pulled me while he was trying to get out into the street. So I'm going to explain what happened here. Alright, so we've been having really crappy weather this winter. We had a record cold, 27 degrees below zero, and every other day we've been having snow. We haven't had a lot of snow, but we've had days where we had like a dusting, which makes the sidewalks slippery, and when we had any kind of any snow in inches, a lot of people in the neighborhood here don't shovel their sidewalks, so it's very slippery, especially when you have dogs that like to pull, like Siberian Huskies. So what I got myself here is these boots here that cover the shoes, and they have like these little cleats here. So this really helps from me slipping on the ice that's underneath the snow sidewalks when the dogs are pulling. So what happened was, the day that I was walking my the husky, he somehow, for what reason I don't know why, but he wanted to dart out into the street, and when he did that, he pulled me, and these will keep your feet solid on the ground. So when he pulled me to the right, and my left side got pulled. So when my body turned right, the shoes stayed flat on the ground, so they didn't turn. You know, if I had regular shoes on, I would have turned, and my body would have, you know, got pulled to the right as hard. So having these on kept me from completely rotating to the right. So my legs stayed straight, my hips stayed straight, but my upper body turned. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to show you exactly what part of my back got injured. Alright, so here's a diagram of the back, and right here is where I hurt my back, right in this section here. So when I twisted, it pulled my muscles, my lat muscles out this way. So I got a really bad strain in in the muscle area here. And if I really do some really deep massaging with my fingers, it feels like it is right down into my ribs over here. So what I have to really be careful about now is when I do my walkout on my squats, I have to make sure that I don't do any sideway movement, so I don't move my back and forth like this. I have to stay straight. It's still a little tender yet. It's been 3 weeks now. I took off a week. Not exactly took off a week of exercising, but I had to take off like 2 or 3 days of squats because I couldn't even handle the bar on my back, because the pressure of the bar on my back here was pushing down on this area here, and I couldn't even hold the bar. So I took about 3 days off of the squat, but I did everything else. I did my deadlift, I did my benches, and I did a lot of icing and massaging, and finally the 4th day I was able to put the bar back on my back again and start squatting. In the course of the week, I did some icing, and I did some rolling with the foam roller, and got the back feeling better. It's a little tender, but it's a lot better now. I have a channel that I subscribe to, and it's Garage Workouts, and Tim, that's his channel. He's doing the Russian. He's doing the Russian squat program, and so I did some research on it, and hurting my back, wasn't able to go right back to the weight that I was using again, because I tried it and it was just not. I couldn't handle the weight on my back that soon. So I did some research on this program, and what I did was, and here I'm going to show you the program here. Alright, so here we are. I got it on the computer here. So what it is the Russian squat program, and this is the generator where you can generate your weight that you're going to be using for this program. And what it is a 6-week program, and you start out with 80% of your 1 rep max. So what I did was I punched in here 200 pounds. I was being conservative because of my injury. Then I hit generate, and what I come up with is, okay, so I finished my 2nd week already in this, and as it is the way it's got set up here, which is really cool, is that this is a 6-week program, and the last week will run right into my meet weekend. So this is how the program works. So you got 80% of your 1 rep max, and I'm using, like I said, conservatively, because I don't want to, I didn't want to really work the back too much. So with the generator, with the 80%, I start out. Alright, so with the generator, putting in the 1 rep max, I come out with 160 pounds. And you got to do 6 sets of 2 for the first day. Then on the 2nd day, which would be, okay, so this would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's how I do my workout for the squat. So Monday I would do 160 pounds. And then I do, 2nd day, I would do 160 pounds. And you got to do 6 sets of 3. And then on day 3, you go back to 6 sets of 2. Then week 2, you do 6 sets of 4. Then the second day you do 6 sets of 2, and then the third day is 6 sets of 5. So I'm here now on my second week. So now on my third week, I'm going to do 100. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to do 6 sets of 6. And then on Friday, I'll do 6 sets of 2. So on the third week, I bump up to 170 pounds. And here I am. I do 5 sets of 5. I go back down to 80% to 6 sets of 2. Then I bump up to 180 pounds for 4 sets of 4. So then I go back down on the fifth week, 160 pounds, 6 sets of 2. Then I bump it up to 190 pounds, 3 sets of 3. I go back down 160 pounds to 6 sets of 2. And on my last week, and it's really came out perfectly, on Monday I'll do 2 sets of 2 with 200 pounds. And Wednesday I'll do 160 pounds, 6 sets of 2. And then Saturday, because normally it'd be my Friday, and Saturday at the meet, I should be able to do 210 pounds, 1 rep max, 5% of my, this will be 5% of my 1 rep max of 200 pounds. I should be able to do 210 pounds at the meet. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, and I said, okay, my bench really sucks, okay? I still haven't been able to really get the strength back up on my bench. So what I want to do for the meet is actually to be able to at least do my body weight for my bench. So what I'm going to do here is now my body weight will be 132 pounds. I'm just going to say I'm going to do 135. I'll recalculate. Now, so I'm on my second week now on my bench, and here I've been doing the same thing here. 80% of that was 108 pounds. So if I go through this whole routine here for all 6 weeks, the day of the meet, it says here I should be able to do 141 pounds, 142 if I round it out. So if I can do that at the meet, I'll probably be really happy about it. Also, at the meet, I'm going to do 100, I think it's 130 in kilos. I don't know what it is, but I think it's 133 pounds or something. So I'm going to do this probably my second lift. And then at my third lift, I'll max out and I'll put this on whatever I come out with as far as what I need at the meet, kilos and weight, because they already have that calculated when you're at the meet. So I'll try to do 141 pounds for my bench at the meet. So with the deadlift, I'm not going to use the generator because it's too much volume to do the deadlift. First of all, this program has you do it, you lift 3 times a week, and the deadlift, I could never do that 3 days a week with the weight I'm using. So I'm just going to stay with the program I've been doing for my deadlift. I've been progressing really well with it, and I'm going to do a lot better than I did last year, and I'm going to beat the lift I did in 2017. So this is going to be really good. But it's a slow process with the deadlift. It's taking me forever to get the deadlift straightened out here, but I'm progressing. Plus, like I said, I've only been doing this for 3 years, and it takes a while for the muscles to get stronger in all these lifts. So yeah, so that's it with my back injury and what I had to do to work around it. Like I said, the back injury didn't affect my deadlift because I deadlifted the very next day just to see if I would be able to. In the area that I got injured, it's not even being used with my deadlift. So and my bench, even with the slight arch I do have, it hasn't affected the arch in my bench either. So I've been able to do my deadlifts and bench with no problems at all. And I'm not having any problems actually squatting, but I'm being very careful so I don't do anything that will cause the injury to come back. And now when I take the dogs out, I'm very careful too. I keep the dogs really close to me now. I don't let them pull me as much as I can, but I have to be really careful with these guys. So getting on here with the rest of the update here. I got an email from the guy that I competed with last year, and he's not going to compete this year. He's got some medical issues, and he hasn't been able to train, so he's not going to compete. So that's not going to be cool because that was really a lot of fun being able to compete with somebody. You know, being at this age, there's nobody competing, and so with him being there, it was like you know, an incentive to push myself a little bit more. So now I just got my records that I have to break in order to keep me going here and being my incentive to lift heavier on each lift. So yeah, so he won't be there. There may be somebody else though. Who knows? The way things are, powerlifting is getting really popular now, and competing is getting popular. So who knows? Somebody might compete in my age group. So we'll see when we get there. So another thing here is really funny. You know, I got the new plates, the kilo plates, and you know, the kilo plates on the pound plates, I got 45-pound plates. That's the heaviest I have. That's usually the heaviest I usually work out with. But the kilo plates is the heaviest is 55 pounds, so it's 10 pounds heavier. So man, it's been took a little bit here to get used to lifting that 55-pound plates to be thrown on the bar here as I'm working out. And what's really funny is now that the 45-pound plate feels like a feather now after handling the kilo plates. And then, you know, if you want to like put 205 pounds on the bar, you know, you put the 45 and then you put a 35. With the kilo, you put just 55 pounds on each side, and the bar, it comes out to 165 pounds. So now the next weight is, it's not 35 pounds, it's 33 pounds. No, I'm sorry, it's 44 pounds. So it's almost 10 pounds heavier too. And then the 25-pound plate on the pound plate, and then you have the kilo, it's 33 pounds, the next weight down. So it takes a little bit to get used to. I haven't been doing a lot of conversions when I work out to make sure I get the right weight on there. But the reason for using these kilo plates is because I want to work out and train exactly the way I'm going to be doing the meet. So that way it feels the same when I get down there. So let's see here. I got my little cheat sheet. Make sure I covered everything. Alright, so I actually covered all my 3 lifts here, so I don't have to go over it like I usually do on the meet prep episodes. So alright guys, so this is going to be it for March update. And one more thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a video of my meet. I'm trying to find somebody that can come down there with me and do the video, so my wife won't be able to, because I can't leave the dogs alone. We're going to be gone about 12 hours or more with traveling and then coming back from the meet. The meet is an all-day thing, so I'm not going to be able to have her come and do my, she's been usually doing my videos, so she's not going to be able to come. She has to stay home so she can take the dogs out. And the dogs can't be left alone. And even if I left them in the crate, they'll pee and crap in the crate. The Huskies, they don't care what they do. They'll just lay around in their own mess. So I won't be able to just leave them in their crates for 12 hours. So that's it. Hopefully I can get a video of it. If not, I'm going to have to just wait till I get my when they post the weights for the meet. I'll just make a video of that and show you guys what I did at the meet. Also, I can use my cell phone and do a live streaming of it if I can find somebody that can hold the camera while I'm doing my lifts. If that happens, if I can do that, you got the notification bell clicked on my channel here, because it will notify you if I'm doing a live stream. And if I can, then you guys will be able to see me do my lifts live. It's not going to be professional, but at least you'll be able to see it. So we'll see what happens if I can get somebody to do videos off my camera, off my phone, or if I can do a live stream off my phone. We'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video. So as I always say, stay healthy. I'll either see you at the meet, in the basement, or in my office. If you liked the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe.